Welcome to Money Talk with Michael. I'm Michael Eastham, president of Fellowship Financial Group. Money Talk with Michael is our weekly broadcast where we answer your questions about finance, investment, retirement, and all things related to money. Remember to send in your questions to the email listed in the description box below, and you might hear your question answered on the next Money Talk with Michael.
I'm 50 and a high-income earner in a very stable industry. I'm maxing out my 401k and have a deferred comp plan at work. Trying to save as much as I can, but I don't want to take a ton of risk. I worked very hard for my money and I want to keep as much as possible. We have term life insurance for me and my husband. I have a few $1,000s each month that I could stash away, but not sure what makes the most sense. What do you suggest?
Well, as always, every situation is going to be a little bit different here, and learning more about your particular risk profile and your goals and your dreams are going to be very important to giving you a thorough answer to this question. But let me give you a couple of options that you could consider. First of all, if you're already more aggressive on your 401k and your deferred comp plan, maybe that's invested and managed separately as well, then you may want to look at considering certain types of investments with this money, the few $1,000s a month that you said you have, in things that are more conservative. Things that are paying interest and dividends don't tend to be, in many cases, now that's not a blanket statement, but in many cases tend to have a little bit less risk than just traditional common stocks and mutual funds. So that's certainly an option. You can also spread it out, possibly look at some elements that do have some growth built in. There are also several types of alternative investments where you would put money in over a period of time and they'd pay you some income or provide some potential for capital appreciation over a long period of time. Some of those require you to lock your money up for a season, maybe 5, 7, 10 years, depending on the type of alternative investment. But so you may not be too crazy about that, but that certainly can be a good option. Another option is trying to consider a cash value permanent life insurance policy, whether it's a whole life policy or an indexed universal life policy. If it's funded properly, and I emphasize funded properly, then you can really accelerate some tax-free gains in a policy like that with guarantees of principal, and then be able to access that money on the back end in retirement. Or you could use it to help fund college education for the kids. So there are lots of different ways that you could build that retirement nest egg and diversify your portfolio at the same time. Hopefully that helps you. Thanks so much for asking that question. Thanks so much for watching. Tune in next Monday for another edition of Money Talk with Michael. And don't forget to send in your questions and check out our website at fellowshipfinancial.com and our social media platforms. And if you'd like, you can schedule a 15-minute complimentary call to get your specific questions answered. Everything you need is listed in the description box below.